Welcome back, Green Acres Camping. It is a horrible day out there, so what I'm going to do today is show you through our awesome Chinese made diesel generator. It's really good value for money. We've had it in Canberra winter and it's been fantastic. So let's go inside, have a look. Cheers. Alright, so we've mounted our diesel heater here underneath the bed, and it's been a great little spot. We didn't need to worry too much about this LCD screen. We didn't put it anywhere that was easy to get to because they come with a little remote. Makes it nice and easy. Alright, so it mounted in here. This is just a 32mm hole. Just use a hole saw, drill that through. The LCD screen that comes with it, we didn't really care about where it was mounted. I can either lift up the bed or use the remote, and we use the remote most of the time. Pretty easy to use. You know, just set it in, set it, forget, prime it up, and she's good to go. And this is the unit itself. So basically it just entails sawing a bit of a hole through your floor, which I used. It's exactly the same size hole saw for the outside as the inside. I just did 2 holes next to each other for this. And also a little tip for young players, just use a really sharp knife or a craft knife or something just to cut through the lino and the flooring underneath. Right. Other than that, you just basically feed the wires through, connect them up, bolt it down, and then it's outside to connect everything up. Alright, we've whipped outside underneath the van and just have a bit of a look at the wiring. So it basically feeds through. This line here goes to the exhaust, and you can see using my trusty selfie stick, this line here is the fuel line. We've just mounted our fuel tank onto the A-frame of the Caravan itself. And this line here, that I'm holding there, that's the electrical. And it runs down, I just ran it down the same as the inlet, and it runs along straight to the batteries. So one of the things I did that you may or may not want to consider and do it a little bit differently is I wired mine direct to the battery. So it's running 24/7, taking a little bit of power from the LCD screen in there. It's not much at all. We've been off-grid camping for 4 days, no troubles at all. Hasn't taken a lot of power, so I'm not too concerned. Well, that's about it from under here. Let's go have a look where it mounted up into the gas tank at the front. Alright guys, outside, let's have a look at this gas tank here. As you can see, we mounted it up. I've just used a ratchet strap, just ratchet strap straight to the gas tank. It's been there for a couple of thousand k's, no dramas at all. We'll think about when I get a toolbox here, I'm going to mount it inside, but now that's going to do the trick. 15 litre tank, and it works a treat. You can get probably about 4 or 5 days in winter time. At the moment we're still using it at night time, probably 2 weeks out of that, and it's good to go. As you can see, you may or may not be able to see, but running along there is that's the fuel line itself, and it runs underneath the van over to here, which is the fuel pump. Now I've had some issues with the fuel pump itself, and not that it doesn't work, but just because when I've mounted it to the chassis, the sound was coming in through the Caravan. I mounted it to the floor of the Caravan, sound was coming through. I used different types of rubber brackets to put some space in between it. Nothing really works. So what I've done here is it's just hanging loose. It's on a couple of rubber ties. It's been there for ages. I don't see any issues with that going forward, but that's really reduced the noise coming through into the cabin of the Caravan itself. Alright, so that's about it. Let's duck back inside and we'll finish this off. So we're inside. Now, quick down and dirty video. Amazing little product. I think it cost me like $205. It was probably another $50 for the parts to get the hole saw and everything, and it took me about a day and a half to do. And that's me, not professional, have no trade skills. I just figured it out. So highly recommended, and get on it if you want one. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you later. Out.